Welcome to the video instructions for the Uncle Bob plus Lego Awesome Airliner. Before we begin putting those bricks together, let's briefly explore the origins of this ultra limited edition set. This chair is doing me no favours. In 1985, in the middle of Lego's golden period, from the advent of the minifig in 1978 to the discontinuation of the Pirates theme in 1997, the company released set number 6368, perhaps my favourite of all the sets I received when I were a lad, and certainly one of the finest ever produced. This zeitgeist-capturing private jet, 80s style, offered tons of playability, with its sturdy but lightweight construction, 3 passenger seats and plenty of luggage space in the rear. And it struck a good balance between realism and Lego-ness, with specialised pieces that weren't overly large and could be reused in various ways. Fast forward to today and Lego planes look very different. They're much heftier, to the point where a child may not be able to fly them around very well, and their all-in-one front, rear and wing sections just don't fly, if you'll pardon the pun, in this purist's opinion. On the plus side, their increased size allows for far more interesting interiors, and the biggest passenger plane boasts a proper cabin door. Still, they're just not Lego-y enough for me, which got me to thinking, what if I created a new plane in the spirit of my 80s original, but with some of the advantages of the modern versions? The result was the Uncle Bob plus Lego Awesome Airliner, which draws on elements of 6368 as well as other airport sets from the 80s and 90s, while introducing some exciting new features and improvements to push playability to the max. Now, let's get building! If you've watched this far and still don't believe you're going to see a grown man playing with Lego, well, believe it, baby. Okay, so let's get started. So the Awesome Airliner comes with a luggage cart towing some stairs. So let's build that first. And next we'll need these 3 bags and also this general bag of lights. So let's get going. Right, this bag first. So 2 wheels, 2x4 plate, wheels at either end, then if memory serves, one of these at one end, this socket thing at the other, that's the back, then at either end a 1x4 red plate, like so, then if memory serves, the wheel arches, the wheel arches over the front wheels, and then here lengthways this 2x4 red piece there, on top of that 4x4 plate, then at the back these 2 clippy things. Ooh. It's all under control, I know what I'm doing. Right, at either end, this red 1x2 plate in the middle, all secure, all secure. Next bag, this bag of grey things. Steering wheel in the middle at the front, like so. Then we'll get the headlights going either side. These 2, need that later. These 2 yellow pieces, and then back in the bag of lights. Don't need those yet until later. Right, headlights either side of the steering wheel. Then stay on. It'll stay on in a minute. These light grey slopes, like so. Then these large corner pieces at the back, either side. These right angle sort of short wall pieces that I never know what to call. One there, one there, one there. Small corner pieces in the remaining corners, surprisingly enough. Then that goes there, that goes there. And that's the luggage cart complete. Now the stairs. Okay, so where are we? Let's see. So these wheels and axles should be some more wheels. There they are. was running away from me. So one goes there, like that. One goes there, kind of overlapping, going over the end. Then we've got this ball, tow bar, whatever it is thing. Oh, goes on top of that. Then this locker, wherein one may store tools and assorted whatnots, goes on top. Then the actual main part of the stairs, this grey, sort of funny S-shaped grey piece sits on there. 1x2 brick goes there. Either side, these fins, which a feature of this set is that lots of the pieces could be reused to make sort of lots of smaller aircraft, particularly if you already have lots of sort of spare aircraft pieces. Emily. Anyway, moving on. So let's get a grip, put them either side of the stairs, and these handle pieces go like so. That overhangs there. Hopefully you can see that clearly. And that goes there into the socket. And that's the luggage cart and the stairs complete. Okay, now on to the plane proper. So we start off with this, the longest piece, this 2x16 I think, red plate. With lots of other red kind of inverted slope underside pieces. So, okay, let's have a look. 4 of those go underneath like so. Hopefully you can see that. Then these end pieces, one goes there. Now, what else we got? Ah yes, we need this other 2x8 red piece, goes there. This is a little bit fiddly until we add more pieces on top, but it'll all come together. Now this smaller inverted piece, one there next to the 4 we've already put on, then leave a gap of 2 studs and then another one. You'll see why in a minute. And then this other end piece there. That's the floor of the aircraft. Now then, we can save those, we'll need those in a bit. And put in the interior details now, or most of them. So, okay. 2 studs back from the back, as it were. Put in the first, or the rear economy class seat. 3 of those. Hopefully you can see that clearly. Then extra passenger seat, one of the first improvements. A first class seat there in mid-brown leather. And there's a little table like so. 1x2 brown brick. Then there should be a little complimentary beverage for whoever's in first class. Might as well go in there now. Then the pilot seat, see if I can remember, I believe goes here. So sort of, yeah, again, sort of two filled in studs back. There you are. Then what else can we put in now? Yes, we can put in the bottom of the console, the flight controls, put that in there. And we need our bag of blue bricks, or plates mostly. And there should be 2 tiny 1x1 plates in here, which go sort of at the extreme, at the far back on the sides. There and there. And we move on. I'm referring to some pictures, by the way, if you see me dithering for a moment. Only built this a few times. Right, first of our wing pieces. Let's see. Oh no, first of all we've got to put down some more blues. So, what have we got? This 1x6 goes here on the... This is the front of the aircraft, this is the rear, so this is the left-hand side, and this is the side that will be sort of opening up, as will become apparent. So 1x6 blue plate, then this 1x2 tile, then, what? Yes, 1x8 And then I think it's, I hope this is right, I believe it's 2 1x8s on the other side, on the right sort of closed side. So like so. Then, yes, wings. So, as I say, that'll be more firmly fixed. Well, this is the start of fixing it more firmly. So, one of these wing pieces, rather than huge wings, which Lego does do, but I'm not sure they do very large ones, except the sort of all-in-one pieces that can only be used in one way. So, this set will have large wings, but they're made up of smaller wings, which of course you can use to, if you're feeling creative, to make different models. Emily. Right, so those, the beginnings of the wings either side there. Then we can put some 1x1 tiles on the tips of those, which will sort of help us later on. Put them in now. And that fell out, but that's helpful because that's actually, we need that now. Actually, no, we don't. Not that one. It's the 1x6. So that goes there, if you can see that. So sort of one stud back from that wing, from the back of that wing. Then a 1x2 tile, that's stuck together, goes in there. Okay, and move on to the next picture I've got here. Right, so yeah, can add some more white. Oh, spilt everywhere, but no matter. 2 1x8s, so lining up with what we've already put down there on the right hand side, and then another one in front of that. And then there should be a 1x2 white plate in front of that. Yep. And then, oh yes, we can put down just the flight controls, so 2x2 plate on top of that. Yes, so we've got an extra passenger seat and also a proper seat for the pilot, which my old plane doesn't have. So to get that in, you've had to raise the profile of the plane by one third of a brick, one plate, which it doesn't spoil the aesthetics, but allows room for the pilot to actually sit down in a proper seat. And also a bit more room for sort of the bigger hair on some of the minifigs these days. So anyway, waffling, got to go on with it. So yeah, I put down that plate tonight, 2x2. Then on top of that, the flight controls sit on like that. Okay, moving along. So on the underside, we can put on the first of our wheels, which will be attached to a turntable piece. Sort of general aeronautical bag, this one. So one of the aircraft wheels, turntable, sits on top, so you can steer, obviously, and then that goes in between those two red underside pieces, inverted slope pieces. So that's that, and then, oh yeah, we can put the red circular light, the one that's not smooth. The smooth ones will go on top, and that goes here. Very important that it goes there, not there. Has to go there. Anyway, next one. Ah yes, the rear undercarriage. So we'll use those red pieces. The wheels. By the way, I designed, if anyone's interested watching this, I designed this plane in Lego Digital Designer, and I got the pieces from various stores on a site called Bricklink. And I took, had to order them from lots of different places, 16 I think, which is a bit ridiculous, but they all came through for me, and it all worked out. Anyway, waffling, got to go on with it. So, this 2x10 grey plate, wheels either end, like so, inverted slope, those red pieces there, these nice chunky 2x3 bricks either side, then in the middle. This could be any colour because it won't actually be seen, it's structural, but put it in grey. That goes there, so there, and then that. I know, actually we've got to put on, we can put that there. That sits there, and then on top of that we have, to thicken the wings, these 4x8 white plates, which goes there, and there, Okay. Yep, and then to fix those down, on this closed side we've got a 1x6 which goes there. On the side that's going to open up, just this 1x4 tile piece, like so. It's starting to take shape, as you can see. Moving on. Right, the rest of the wings. Let's see if I can get this right. These are quite tricky to build, but we'll see. Right, so this is going to be on the right, this is going to be on the left. Then we'll need that there, that there. That's going to go there, that's going to go there. Then we need, yes, we need two, this is getting a bit messed up now, two 1x8 white plates and two 1x4s, which will be in this bag, hopefully. Come on. Right, okay, so that sort of thickens the wing. Let's do the left one first. Thickens the wing like that. Underneath, one stud back from the end goes that, if you can see that. That sits on there. And that goes there. Okay, and then there'll be a red light for this port, I think, port side, the left. I believe so. Haven't read any Patrick O'Brien lately, so I've forgotten, but I think that's right. So that's the left wing in its entirety, well, apart from the engine, which we'll do in a second. The right one is just a mirror of that, obviously. That thickens the back of the wing. Underneath, 1x4. Oh, yep, one stud back. That goes there. That goes, that sort of little slanted piece goes there. Then green light, smooth green light on the end. That goes there. Now, okay, that's the wings. I think we'll do the engines now because that will strengthen them a bit. So this set actually comes with two spare engines, you can see that. To enable you to build more planes more easily, Emily. So here are the engines. Then on top of them, there should be little 1x1 white tiles in the white tiles bag, hopefully. So that goes there, I think. That goes there. This is where it all breaks apart. So that sort of sits in that. They sit in the corners where there's a sort of gap for that white tile piece to go in on either side, and that'll strengthen them a little bit. There you go. That's the engines and the wings and everything. So moving on, start building up the sides. So what do we need for that? 1x6 on the right hand side, 1x6 white piece. Then there should be a bag of windows and wall panels and whatnot. So this is where the pilot's arm's going to go, so this kind of gives him room to actually fit in. And this sort of slightly higher wall panel goes there, if you can see that. Then there's a little feature, it's a miniature fire extinguisher. There's just about room to squeeze one in. So this sort of red tap/gun piece with this circular little red plate thingy, that's the actual fire extinguisher. Now I need also another 1x1 white brick, and what bag would that be in? Ah yes, white clip, white 1x1 plate. So clip goes underneath this brick, the fire extinguisher clips into it, that sits on top, and then that all, you can see that, goes in there. Okay, and then, ah yes, we'll leave it like that. On the other side, We need to sort of build a little miniature wall, really. So we need 2 of those. And then, yes, there's the bag for those. 2 of those. So that goes. Ooh, yeah, come on. Difficult to do it with reaching so far, but okay, yeah, that's right, I think. Yeah, and that goes like that. And then sort of short right angle wall panel thingy goes there. And then I believe there'll be another one on the other side, but we'll see in a moment. Should think so. Okay, moving on. Right, let's build up the wall along here. So, lots of windows. And a plain panel first. So, okay, so actually on this side. There. Now, again, if anyone was interested, I discovered after ordering the first set of window panes that they didn't fit because Lego actually changed its window pane system a few years ago. The new ones have one sort of little nubbin at the top and one at the bottom. The old ones have one at the top, 2 at the bottom, as on my old plane. So be sure to get the right window panes if you're going to make your own planes. Anyway, I shall stop waffling. Carry on. Right, so 4 of these along the right-hand side. 2, 3, 4. Then on top of that, if you can see that, hopefully. On top of that, we have several white plates. Now, okay, that's 6, 6. Then at the back there'll be a 1x3. Then there'll be a 1x4 there. And on top of that, another 1x4 and another 1x3, I think. Let's see if I can get this right. I think that goes like that. No, I don't think it does. Yes, like that. There we go. Right, moving on. Okay, the actual, put the nose of the aircraft on now. So, where will I find that? Ah, yes, sort of bag of mostly roof pieces. Okay. Oh, yes, we need the. Spread out now this stuff. Right, okay, one of those blue sort of slanted pieces goes there. Yeah, then 2 of the same but white on top of that. Then nose of the aircraft there. And the windscreen goes on like so. And then this we can put on in a second. Oh yes, no, we can do it now. We can do it now. 1x2 to level that up, so it's all nice and flush, and that sits on top of that. Right, so that's the front. And then moving back, now another big feature of this plane, we've actually got a proper door. Now admittedly it's not very high, so minifigs will have to sort of stoop to get in, and frankly you'll be using your imagination really, because you'll still be getting them in the old-fashioned way, but there's a proper door, and to get it in, that's another reason for sort of raising the aircraft by 1 plate. But any higher, and I think it sort of might have messed up the aesthetics, so it's a compromise. But anyway, waffling, there's a door. So, what have we got beside the door? We need 3 1x2 white plates, another single window this time, then 1 at the bottom, 2 at the top. Like so, if you can see that. Turn it around so you can see. And that goes there. Now this is, it's a little bit fiddly to get in here, but you need to have some of the aircraft that's sort of fixed down. So again, compromise. But I should be able to lift it off fairly easily. So these 2 long, sort of fancy slope pieces
either side. Then to fix them together and to make it all flush, there should be a 2x6 white plate which goes there on top. It's starting to get there now, at the front anyway. Now let's do this fiddly in-flight TV, which I'm sure a talented builder, Emily, might be able to redesign to be a bit less fiddly. But so one of these hinged pieces, and then if you can see that, I don't know, let's hold it up clearly. And that there's the TV. They're watching some surfing, I think. So that sort of hinges like that, and then that should, now this is fiddly, I will readily concede, but I'll try and fix it on so it stays put. Of course. Let's try again. There we go, that went on there easily with no problems at all. Haha. So, okay, that's the in-flight TV sorted. Another little extra feature. Right, okay, moving towards the back. Let's get a move on. So, this last of these, I think it's the last of the blue pieces. Sort of big inverted slope piece. And there'll be another one in white on top of that, like so. Then another added feature, doors either side, so that you can hopefully get better access to the luggage compartment. Also there's a bit more luggage space as well, I think, so a bit more space for luggage and a bit more access to it, hopefully. So, okay, what have we got? We need one of those, and then there should be another one. Hopefully you can see that right on the end. Then, let's see, we need is 1x3 plates. Ooh, again, this will be reinforced as we add more bricks on top. In fact, we can add one now. Let's do that. Make it easy for us. 1x2 plate goes there, joining it to the wing. It's a bit more secure. It will get more secure when we finish off. So, on. Oh. All under control. Stand by my design, 100%. No problems. Right, okay, what's next? Okay, right, some plates. I'm going to need those three, I think. That goes like that goes like that. Let's see if I can get this right. This is quite a tricky bit to remember. It goes there. It's going to come off again, I can sense it. It goes there. Then, I think that goes like that. We'll see in a minute. I might have to move it along one stud if I've got it wrong. And then, let's just have a look. Yeah, okay. 2 and 3 either side, yep. It's going to come off again, isn't it? I know it. Okay, getting there now. Tail fin ready. Okay, that goes right at the back. That tile with a little stud thingy there in the middle. One smooth tile in front of it. Then the last light for the tail fin. Then the tail plane, I think it's called. Yep. So, okay. So you can see, so like that. And then there, 1x4 tile. 2 1x2 tiles either side like that, and that goes in there, I think. We'll see if I got that right. And then that, well, we might as well put it on. That's the tail fin. So let's get this bit sorted out now. Oh yes, it's these 2 slope pieces go there and there. Yeah, I think we have got that right. So yeah, this desperately needs strengthening, as you can see, but that will happen now, hopefully. Yep, so the last of these smaller windows goes there, like that. Then 1x2 plate on top. Then finally strengthening that, that's this big 1x8 tile piece there. So that should stop falling off now, at least more often. Less often, rather. Okay. Right, so the roof and this sort of opening bit of the wall. Okay, so 3 of those. Remaining windows. Okay, so let's see. What do we need? What do we need? Right, those. Get some of these empty bags out of the way, make room for myself. Make it less confusing. Right, okay. What have we got? So 3, 4. Nope. Stick it down straight. Then I think it's a 4, is it? Is it a 4? I think. Then 3, then a 2, I believe. It's quite hard to do while sort of facing away from you. Right, 1x3, 1x2, and on top of that, I think 2 1x6s. Yep, excellent. We're so close. I can taste it. Come on. There you go. Then on top of that, we have, yeah, they go on this way around, these hinged pieces. Like so. Like so. Then those will sit on there. And that should close. Yep, there we go, that's the passenger compartment. Then here, 2 more to cover the luggage compartment and strengthen that. Come on, hold together. And then to keep those 2 together, this 2x2 tile, so they can be lifted up together like that. And we've got that. Oh, and just one final piece I forgot. This little barrier to sort of, in theory, prevent the luggage from spilling over into the rest of the cabin. Put that down. Oh, I should have put this in earlier. There. Try not to destroy the plane in the process. And there you have it. Voila. The awesome airliner. Which just leaves us with the minifigs and their accessories. So there are 6 in this set. Let's put them together, affording countless play opportunities. So let's start with Uncle Bob, why not? Uncle Bob figure. There's his head. There's the hair. And then Uncle Bob comes with, well, actually technically 3 accessories. We've got a briefcase, and inside there's a Bitcoin or Krugerrand that I'm smuggling out of the country to a country without an extradition treaty with the UK, presumably. And then I believe I also have a very sort of old-fashioned, bricky mobile phone. That's the Uncle Bob figure. Then we've got the pilot, who, I'm not going to assume his gender, but I'm assuming he's male. However, should one be dissatisfied with the traditional patriarchal pilot, put a female head on, and voila, glass ceiling smashed. But anyway, pilot with sunglasses. There we go. And we've also got a airport worker, I believe. Yep, airport worker to drive the luggage cart and whatnot, with a standard Lego face, I think. He's got a little red hat. By the way, this this set, because the luggage cart with its with its clips at the back for you know, extra tools might be handy when paired with, for example, this set, if one were also happen to be receiving Emily it this Christmas. But anyway, that's that guy. Then we have a granny figure, I believe, who has two expressions depending on how she feels, whether or not she's dissatisfied with what Uncle Bob's doing. There's a happy side and a not so happy side. So where is Granny's hair? There it is. And Granny has a brown suitcase, I think. And oh, inside has a secret, some kind of cake or jammy dodger or biscuit or Viennese whirl or something there. And then also a camera to take photographs of wherever these minifigs are going. Then two left, we've got a Jack with little short green legs and a sort of spaceman top. And he, oh, let's put Jack's head on first. Hopefully you can see all of these. That's Granny, that's Jack. There we are. And then his accessories are a yellow suitcase and a teddy bear. Okay, let's see if I can get him to stand up, sort of. Just a bit. Oh, keep your hair on. Come on, stand up nicely. And then finally, we've got an Emily minifig here. There's the hair, and then she has a pink suitcase, and she has a pink suitcase that will stay in her hand, and also a lolly to enjoy during the flight. Okay, and those are the minifigs.
So there you have it, the Uncle Bob plus Lego Awesome Airliner, with 4 passenger seats, including a table in first class, a proper seat for the pilot, a cabin door, in-flight TV, increased luggage space and access, a luggage cart with stairs, and plenty of minifigs and accessories. Plus, you can easily use the pieces to make different planes and probably a few other things as well. The only limit is your imagination.